Okay, so while Xavier is installing the electrodes for us on the cap, I need to move on with the next very important step, and that is measuring two very important landmarks on the head. These landmarks are called, first of all, the nasion. The nasion is a spot kind of between the eyes, around here. The second anatomical landmark is the inion. It's at the exact opposite side of the head. It's the last little bony structure of the skull, just before it transitions into the meaty part of the neck. So we need to take our tape measure and measure the distance between these 2 points. So, with your permission, Anne, go ahead and do that. Set the tape at the nasion. Okay. Now, unlike me, most participants are going to have some hair. So as you do this measurement, you do need to keep in mind that the hair is going to push back against the tape measure and potentially give you a false measurement. So you do need to make sure that the tape is snug on the head, and you'll have to use your fingers to feel around for where that bony part of the inion is. And I feel it there. Okay. And on Anne, it's around 38 centimeters. Thank you, Anne. The reason why measuring this is so important is because we need to make sure that when the cap is placed on the head, that it's at a similar position for all participants. In other words, the electrodes here are going to be placed over specific parts of the brain on the skull of the participant. And we need to standardize that anatomical position across all of our participants. If not, it makes it noisy or more difficult to compare our results across participants, which makes it harder to get significance and can lead to erroneous results for your study. So once we know the distance, in this case it's 38 centimeters, we need to mark a position that's 10% of that distance from the nasion. So in this case that would be 3.8 centimeters. So one more time, I'm going to take my tape measure and place it at the nasion. And we're going to mark a spot at 3.8 centimeters on the participant's forehead. To do that, we're going to use a wax crayon. The use of a wax crayon is just simply to make it easier for the participant to wash it off when the experiment is finished. It doesn't need to be black. It could be whatever color you happen to have handy. We just happen to have this black one. So with that, Anne is ready for the cap installation. And as soon as Xavier is done, we'll go ahead and do that in the next scene.